Expect a chance of thunderstorms Tuesday through Thursday with temperatures in the 70s on Tuesday.
10 till the top of the hour, and it's time for the tropical update. I'm meteorologist Warren Madden. Boy, it's been a busy early part of the season here in 2003. We've already seen 4 named storms, and we soon may see a 5th named storm if Tropical Depression 6 should manage to blossom a little further into Tropical Storm Erika. We'll get to all of that in a second. Let's start off with the big picture. Yes, indeed, the whole Atlantic Basin in one fell swoop. Amazing what you can see from 23,000 miles up. And right now, what we're looking at, 2 systems still out there, but one has now had the final advisory written on it. That is Tropical Depression Danny. Can't really pick it out that well in the Azores, but we still have to worry about this. This is Tropical Depression 6, and it is still moving smartly along to the west toward the Leeward and Windward Islands. Let's start off with the one that has ceased to be here. Tropical Depression Danny. Final advisory was written at 5 p.m. Atlantic Daylight Time. Top winds of 35 miles an hour at that time, and centered at 415 miles west.
All right, let's get you situated on the tropics. We have Tropical Depression 6. Winds are at 35 miles per hour, moving west at a pretty good clip, 23 miles per hour. The pressure is estimated at 1,008 millibars. Now, where is this depression? Well, the center is 200 miles east-northeast of Barbados, and it is forecast to move on a west-northwest track and to become a tropical storm in the next probably 6 to 12 hours. And we do have tropical storm watches up here for the U.S. Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, St. Lucia also under a tropical storm watch, Dominica also under a tropical storm warning here. So if you have travel plans this direction, folks, this is something to keep an eye on. It is moving pretty quickly. If anything, we'll get some heavy downpours, 3 to 6 inches of rain, maybe some squally weather moving through. But at least through this part of the islands, it is forecast to be a minimal tropical storm as it does so. Here it is on satellite, becoming more organized as it's moving pretty quickly off to the west-northwest. If it does become a tropical storm, it's Erika, and hurricane hunters will be out there later on investigating this. Now, the Caribbean, it's pretty quiet. Also quiet in the Gulf of Mexico. No concerns in the next 24 hours here as far as anything else developing. Again, you could see a better perspective here of what could become Erika later on today. But otherwise quiet here in the eastern Atlantic. Eastern Pacific, we have a tropical depression, Felicia. Winds are at 35 miles per hour moving west and continues on a west track, moving away from land, and is forecast to dissipate over the next 36 hours or so, flaring up a little convection, at least for now. Nick?
Now it's time to check in with Marshall Cease of Your Weather Today. And Marshall, we've been talking about the stormy weather in the Midwest all morning.
That's right, Nick, and those storms could cause some travel delays today, too. We'll show you where. Plus, storm analyst Dr. John Neese will show us why cooler summer days are ahead for many of the eastern cities. Now, Nick tells us why rain is putting a damper on summer businesses.
That's right, Marshall. Stormy weather played havoc with many popular activities as summer began. The Bloomberg Money Barometer looks at the cost to some recreation businesses.
Good morning. Fewer people went to Six Flags amusement parks for chills and thrills because of chilly weather in June. System-wide attendance at the company's theme parks fell 4% in June. Now, 7.3 million people visited Six Flags last month, compared with 7.6 million in June of 2002. Attendance was affected by the weak economy and above-average rainfall and below-average temperatures in a number of key markets. Fewer people also teed off in the second quarter because of inclement weather. Callaway Golf, which makes Big Bertha and Odyssey golf clubs, said wet weather in the eastern part of the United States kept golfers at bay in the second quarter. Rounds played were down 3.8% in the month of May and down 2.7% year-to-date. Callaway said the weak economy and high unemployment also hurt retail sales in general. For the Weather Channel, I'm Linda Bell with the Bloomberg Money Barometer.
All right, what about a weekend? We have weekend plans. Well, looking good here in the Northeast. Actually, a front coming through.
It's Monday.